Welcome to the Tonto's Demise podcast, Wildcard Weekend Edition.
What?
And I'm the Hillbillies on PCP. Tonto Bowl 6 champ sitting on the sideline here with
Disco, seasons 9 and 10 runner-up, author of the best team to never win a championship, and Swaggin.
So did you had Moss in that season? Is that correct?
No, I did not. I traded for Moss with Tree Sice in that season, though.
In that particular season.
Yeah, I remember part of it. I remember LaDainian Tomlinson I had with the Jets was part of that trade. And it was like a 3-for-1 type of deal. Maddie was so pissed. Actually, I do remember that it was the trading deadline or right around it.
Yeah.
And Maddie had made this trade for Michael Crabtree. And so I don't know if you remember, but we played each other week 10. And
of course,
after 8 weeks, we were both undefeated. And then he lost in week 9. So it was 9-0 versus 8-1. I ended up beating him. Anyway, so he trades for Crabtree, and I'm like, oh well, I have to make a move too because Maddie's loading up, and I traded for Moss.
Getting ready for the playoffs.
He was so mad.
Because you traded for Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't you?
That was the team. I got hosed by Indianapolis' coach, and finally, I don't want to talk about it.
No. So yeah, this is the playoffs, and as you can see, there's only 2 of us, and Detling missed 2 weeks in a row. Where is he? Where is Mr. First Place?
All I can say, Brian, about this is that this does not bode well for him. First of all, I mean, we've seen the way that these bye games, your team, is off, overconfident, and they come out flat, when they play. And this is not looking good for him, my friend. I just think that karma, it's palpable on this one.
It doesn't bode well from him from a fantasy point of view. The fantasy gods will definitely frown upon this, but it also doesn't bode well as like in a reality sense too. It's like he might lose friends. I mean, he has a very good chance of losing real life friends over this.
I'm just saying he's putting our asses in here. I'm assuming he probably listened to last week's. He knows how dejected we were. I had to make a promise to my friend Brian right over here.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, man, I promise, the sting wore off and I won't be as depressed. I'll be into it. And just please, can we do this podcast tonight instead of tomorrow? Because we were going to push it back till tomorrow.
Just for
everybody at home, they're waiting on this. Our fans are waiting.
And
everybody in the league.
Delling, he said that he finally got invited to a Christmas party for the first time ever.
Listen, Brogan is opening up a bunch of new doors for him. This is a whole new Maddie,
Yeah.
But so anyway, but then we were gonna push it back till tomorrow, and then he's like, "Oh well, I might be doing something anyway, but you can, maybe you can get Kevin Bean or something." And it's like, you know what? I called him a fucking pussy, I think, and I hate to say things about people, especially my friends, but Maddie, when you listen to this, you're a big fucking pussy. And especially when, dude, we can make it short. There's not going to be any trade time. There's only 2 matchups, not 6, unless we want to, delve into your constellation match or mine, or you have a bye week, actually. But
no way. Couple of trainings to talk about. That's it.
Boom. Or, how about you get on your phone on the way and go outside and smoke a cigar, dude, and just pop in at least.
Exactly.
Say,
hey, man. Yeah.
For 10 minutes. Your friends will understand. Actually, that would be endearing if you would go to the party, log in on your phone for like 5-6 minutes with everybody in the back, show us some of that great food you were talking about because the guy's wife caters and everything. Like, that would mean so much more to me than just doing the entire cast, is that you took some time out of this party to, acknowledge the importance of this.
And he thinks that these people are his friends. I mean, they're not.
Dude, they fucking would sell him down the river in a heartbeat, dude. It slit his throat for a nickel if times were that tough.
These are casino people,
They would fucking eat him if they were stranded on a deserted raft in the middle of the Pacific. They would eat his corpse after he died, or they might start eating his legs while he's still alive. Like, these people,
they're the worst of the worst.
Yeah, I mean, especially when it's so last minute that they're like, wow, our roster isn't looking. I guess we have. Is there anybody we could like throw in? It's looking like we're not getting a lot of people tonight because of the
About that
weather.
bald dude who's like halftime manager, halftime dealer. Let's get
Yeah.
him. Throw him a bone.
They're like, his wife's kind of cool. I mean, he's kind of a douche, but let's get him in here. He needs to get out.
Let's make his century.
He was crying at work about how he only talks to work people and his wife and his son.
Oh,
Anyway,
man.
and it's funny because in October I remember because we haven't played like Rocket League
Yeah,
or Mario
been a
Kart or
long
anything in a
time.
while because everybody's been busy. But Maddie's like, yeah, once we get through October, November, it's gonna be
November.
a wide open book, dude. We're gonna be getting together, playing, talking all the time, dude. That was 6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago, we didn't know you're getting new friends.
Dude, it's rough.
We didn't know
It's
you're going to
rough.
going away parties and going to see Christmas lights.
It's
People
fine.
from the casino.
Well, it's unbelievable, but it's
Yeah,
fine because when he's wondering what went wrong this season with Josh Allen and everything, what happened? What did I do wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Now
When he's visited by the ghost of Christmas past and he realizes he should have been here, and he shouldn't have been partying with his casino buddies, and he sees us in here crying, he's gonna be like, oh man, I missed out. Do I still have time to live?
Right, lift us
Yeah.
up, man, because again, we didn't make the playoffs.
We don't want to be here.
Why is it on us to do this when we're completely out? Like, who gives a shit? And who cares what we think about it, honestly? Because I mean, 60% of the time I've been right every time this year, and same goes for you. And
Yeah, sure. At least 60% of the time.
it's a very high luck game as well. So it's hard to predict these things. But anyway,
I think we should do the rest of the podcast about this.
I could talk all day about this
Keep
shit.
going.
The only nice thing I can say about Maddie is he generally smells good if I see him.
Usually.
But
Yeah.
he's probably the first shower he's taken in weeks because what a highlight it is for him to see friends. I mean, look what he's doing to us tonight. Like, oh, friends? Well, fuck. I'll do anything.
I'll put cologne on.
Poor bastard.
All right. You ready to get an unfinished business?
I'm always ready, Brian.
Unfinished business. All right. I'll go first. I got a few things. Detling was one of them. We can circle back around to that later. I think we talked about this last week, and I really think it's a great idea to have maybe 2 weeks after the season, we're gonna have a live meeting to go over all the rules. Maybe we'll send out a Zoom link, do it on a night where everyone's free, have a couple of beers, talk rules, make some decisions, and then forget about it.
I think it would be awesome to just have everybody in the Zoom anyway. End of the season Zoom. We could make it kind of like a tradition. Like,
it's kind of like our
set up
weekly
some
meetings.
jokes and shit, making fun of people. And I know that our non-playing viewers at home want to see that. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share.
I love your comment last week.
I'm just saying there's 12 people in this league and we got 16 subscribers. So there's some outsiders in there waiting for.
We know that one of Gags' buddies who we met at one of the drafts, he does actually listen consistently.
I feel like I love this guy.
Yeah. Well, that was the draft I think you missed. We met him.
No, I was there.
Oh, you were at that draft? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
because that was the one where I tripped over his root in the backyard in the fourth round and went fly. I've never gone, dude. I was like soaring through the air like Cam Newton, dude. It was crazy.
But yeah, he's a great guy, and I mean, who knows? Sooner or later, he might be in the league.
Well, look, and he's done his homework now. Yeah. He's just waiting for the day he does get in.
He knows
everything you know. He knows the guys I hate, the guys I love, the way I play. He's going to come in here and embarrass the lot of us.
My other thing was for, let's see here, KB being, I know I ripped on you last week about not having any integrity. Like he takes everything so seriously.
He sure does.
I mean, being like, I don't really think you're, a jag off, and I know you like have integrity, of course. Like no one's gonna tell Jay that he's playing the wrong quarterback. So being just chill out, you're cool. You're cool.
That's Kevin in a nutshell. And I feel the same way. I'm always just giving him a hard time because he's so fun to fuck with. Like if you say he'll start bringing bullet points and stats. If you tell him his guys are trash, he'll be like, "What do you mean trash?" Or he'll just like say Russell. I mean, you can't
Yeah.
use Russell
Oh, yeah.
Wilson forever, dude. Like
I know.
I can't make fun of you anyway.
He
Yeah,
will.
dude, I want my opponent to never set their proper lineup. I want their quarterback to be on a bye every week and be in their lineup, and I would never tell them otherwise. I love
Yeah.
it when it's easy, Brian. You know that.
I know.
So yeah, no, fuck all that fake integrity. Kevin, you have integrity. Butthole.
Maybe he just wanted to hear us like praise him a little bit.
Sure, yeah. Well, yeah, no, I thought it was funny. He came with like 3 paragraphs.
I know. I was like,
And
come
then,
on.
and then he brings up the fact that like, oh, we have less roster space. Like, dude, are you trying to piss me off? You know how much I want a 20-round draft. You know, I want 2 more spots. Like, that is not a good thing. And Craig was like, that's the worst thing that ever happened in the history.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, it was a good one. But yeah, we love you, Kevin. Don't be such a weirdo. And good luck. You're gonna need it.
CMC is trying to get that touchdown for him. Almost. Are you
Oh,
watching the game live?
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
All right.
I'm trying to follow it.
While you're figuring that out, I got one more thing. Where is it? Where is it? I lost it. Oh yeah. I think it's amazing that Jet pulled out that win with like what at least 2 guys on his bench, and like he barely set his lineup. And I don't know if he did that out of spite for Kevin Bean. I don't know if that's why he did that, but he came around and he still won handily.
Yeah, no, he benched Evan Ingram, was 42. But here's what's weird is like for most of that Miami game, like Tua was getting about 5 points. You know, like it worked out in a weird way, and then it didn't work out. But yeah, no, it helped Gagsy in. Not that he needed it.
He didn't.
Gags ended up winning anyway.
Yeah, which I didn't think. Yeah.
That what a sick thing to happen to him, and thankfully for him. But we were talking. We were rooting for Gags because we didn't want to not make the playoffs because we didn't win our last 2. So knowing that Gags got to 7-7, had I won my last 2 games and then lost on
You'd have
points,
been sick. You'd have been sick.
I'd have been sick. So I was happy to see that happen.
Again, it's so funny how fantasy works. You root against yourself.
Right. Yeah, we were talking before the show about how when you bench a guy on a third, like, how do you think Josh wants Tyler Lockett to catch a touchdown? No, he does not.
He wants him to almost get injured.
Yeah, or even better, like just suck ass and just make you look good. I don't want to look bad.
Couple drops, couple fumbles. Yeah.
For the first time in forever, I'm rooting against my own guy.
Yeah. So if I'm going to lose, I want to make sure there's no chance for me ever to make the playoffs.
Right. And also optimal lineups at all times, please.
That's right. What unfinished business do you have? You got anything?
Just a little bit. The thing about I did give Craig a little bit of the business about Tampa. He does have $0, and if anybody really wanted Tampa, all they would have had to do was bet a buck. But
okay.
The thing that I had a problem with is because what do you need them for? It's not keeper. You know, Kevin took him in the 7th round. You're not using a 6th round keeper on Tampa's D. You don't need him. If he's playing for a consolation games, so he has more points than Yahoo. How vain are you?
He's playing me. He's playing me. That's probably why he's doing it.
Right. So he's, concerned about when you click on his profile in Yahoo, what place did he actually finish? Because he wants to run the table in the consolation finals and finish in 7th place. We all know you finished last, dude.
Right.
You're wearing the Rivers jersey. Okay, so
yes.
But the thing about it mostly was that it was dropped on an off day by Kevin, so it was not part of regular waivers. That's why I had a problem with it, because you really had to be paying attention to see that the waiver claim wasn't on a Tuesday night, it was on a Wednesday night.
Wednesday going to Thursday, yeah.
Right. So I don't know. We talked about this last week, and I know I made that mistake with Ty Montgomery, but learn from that. And that's what I was trying to teach people last week. It's like, get out of the way, let these guys fucking fight it to the finish. Don't be like Disco, basically. And then he was worse than Disco because I don't know. We'll get to some of these matchups later. But I know at least a couple of people that could have used him.
I mean, does
used
Tampa Bay
Tampa's-
have a nice? Do they have a nice matchup for
Dude,
the
they finished
playoffs?
with Arizona. Okay, I think they play Cincy this week. Not a great matchup, but
Yeah.
week 16 they play Arizona without Kyler. In week 17 they play Carolina Panthers. So yeah,
Yeah.
very plus matchups.
Yeah.
And I could think of at least one guy in our league named Jimmy, who week 17 he has Cincy's D and Denver's D. Week 17, I don't know who plays who, but one of his D's plays KC and the other one plays Buffalo. So like,
wow,
week 17, he's going to be looking for something. And now Craig owns Tampa.
And it's not like he's gonna drop them.
No, but again, that's on Jimmy too. Like if he wanted Tampa's D for week 17 or was looking ahead like that, then he would have. I mean, he has 9 trannies and $150. He could have got him. So,
but like
the only saving grace was that Craig had $0.
Yeah, that makes it almost okay, but still, just get out of the way.
Yeah, get out the way.
You're out of it. Yeah, we're all out of it.
Aside from that, no, I don't have any unfinished business. I'm glad Juddy came. We were talking before. I'm glad Juddy came around and got his lineup in. Seems like he made an honest mistake. That's cool. I did say that he was sucked dick for beer change on the lineup.
Which I'm sure he would appreciate.
Yeah, I think he would appreciate that he was at the time sucking dick for beer change by not getting his lineup together. And then he gave
he looked at his phone and just like smirked as he was sucking dick.
He gave Tree Size some false hope, but that's about it. Didn't matter in the end. But I was glad to see he got his lineup in there. And then no, that's it. I'm just looking forward to see who beats who and get through the season. Get this fucking shit over with.
Has Craig ever worn the Rivers jersey? I highly doubt it.
I don't remember a time. No, he's always been pretty good at this game.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. The Wizard, hashtag Wizard things.
Well, honestly, for him to finish last in a season where you do, you have guys like, and no offense to Jay, but Jay cost himself a win earlier in this season, and he doesn't really, participate a lot in chats and trades and transactions, and I think he still has all his fab. He just kind of treats it like his firstborn, not his last born child. Anyway, but when you still lose to a guy like that in your league, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong. Like a guy that's like half trying. Yeah, giving him.
But when you trade away the Patty Mahomeses of the world and
T. Higgins,
because T. Higgins got hurt and he's like,
and then Najee Harris,
yeah, exactly, his first, second, third, fourth round pick. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad to see he finished last where he deserved with some of those decisions he made this year.
Yeah, I can't wait to get a few pictures of him wearing the jersey. I mean, that's definitely gonna be.
Honestly, he's one of the few people in the league. No offense to some of us fatties that could actually fit into that.
Fit into that jersey.
Yeah, he'll be looking buff though. He'll be looking buff when he wears it.
Yeah,
it'll be a little tight. I can't wait. So yeah, you know who you are if you have. Didn't Gags? No, Gags didn't have it.
I think Jay has it.
Does he?
And he almost retained it. Almost retained it.
Yeah, but did he forget to bring it? Do you turn it in to Craig?
No, I think he wore it to the draft.
Oh, because I thought that I used to see it like hanging in the background when Craig would do reviews.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a different Rivers jersey.
Because
that's like the Pillow Rivers or whatever.
I mean, what did I finish? 5 and 9. So you think that's 9 times I didn't watch the review. I might have watched one that I lost.
Yeah, it's too painful. It's too painful.
Yeah, no, it is. It's too soon. If it came out on a Thursday, I'm usually over it by then, as you can see. Generally I come on here in a good mood even after a loss, but not on Tuesday, dude.
No way.
Hell no.
All right, let's go ahead and share the screen here.
All right.
And
wait a second.
Oh wow.
Did I miss something?
I definitely missed something. I really haven't been paying attention.
Did McCaffrey score that touchdown?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Why does this not update? I can't watch the game on my here we go. Okay.
Okay, so KB is pretty happy right now. He's comfortable.
Yeah, and once
Comfortable with
again,
Geno Smith being down by 2 touchdowns.
yeah, and points per completion strikes
That's
again.
true. Yep.
15 completions for 86 yards, Brian.
You know, I will. I definitely also wanted just to be changed once and for all. But Crick had a good point. He's like, people, we've had it for 2 decades, and people draft because they know PPC exists. You know, so I get his point. Like, why change it? We've already kind of changed the whole way we think about the game, and you have to draft for that kind of quarterback. But yeah, it's stupid.
But are we showing these quarterbacks the respect they deserve when we are, not taking them until the 7th round, 6th round?
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it
just
doesn't value the player, yeah, who they actually are.
and it was Brady because the week before, and when I played him and our guys had almost identical stats, and his guy outscored him by 22 points with only 30 more yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, like, okay, and so he says it wouldn't change anything. Well, if you think about it, Carr had 16 completions that week, Brady had 36. If it was 8 points for Carr and 18 for Brady, that's 10 points
Yeah.
as opposed to the 20 points. So yeah, it does make a difference. And I think it just evens things out a little bit. And you hate to see guys like Joe Mixon have 5 touchdowns and
True.
be the 6th or 7th highest scorer of the week because a bunch of these crumb quarterbacks are up in there with these PPC. Now I get it with the keeper style league, but we would know about the change before the draft and do our thing accordingly. And nobody thinks he's going to keep Brady in the 4th or 3rd next year whenever you'd have to. So
No way.
yeah, no, I think he just wanted to hear. I don't think that I gave a great argument because the arguments I've made are already like on record on this podcast. Anytime those things happen, like with Dalton versus Kyler Murray last year on Monday. But yeah, and then the very next week, Brady has another 36 completions, and his team got completely waxed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crick brought up a good point too. I think it was him or somebody else said basically like, well, why go half PPC? Why just eliminate it? Just eliminate the completions. And I kind of agree. It should be at this point, just do all or nothing.
I mean, I think we could have 2 separate votes. Vote for half PPC if that goes through. See if people want to go for no PPC. I'm cool with that too. I just thought baby steps because I fear change, like a lot of people in the league, and maybe we ease our way into it, or
how hard it would get to get 2 sexy Hondas. It would be. That'd be
very. It should be hard, dude. Inflation, and the reason why there was PPC was because this came off of a league that was started in 1996 when Jerry Rice was still playing, shit like that. And back then, they were trying to make it so that the quarterbacks could compete with some of these running back / wide receivers. And so you have to change with the times, now that it's such a high volume passing league, and you do have some of these offenses that, instead of handing it off, they just do 2-yard passes. You have to adjust accordingly. And I just think that quarterbacks are overpowered. They shouldn't be able to get 85 points. I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
When you got, if 3 of your receivers each get 25, dude, they put in work that day. Yeah. And they're still not as good as one quarterback. It's too much. That's all.
Yeah. Let's save it for our first winter meeting.
Sure. And like I said, I'm not like totally, I'm just pitching it. Yeah. Like we're a democracy. We can vote on it. I just want to vote on it. If it doesn't go through, I'm not going to complain, but I would like to see if it does.
I mean, you'll still complain, but
fuck yeah, I'll still complain. It's horseshit. I think it's dumb. It doesn't. Like I said, I've already made my points, and I'm not going to leaf through and like try to find these guys every week because I don't care about it that much, but it exists to the point where every year at some point I'm like, fuck PPC, this is so dumb.
Right.
And my long-term memory or my short-term memory isn't good enough to get these examples off the tip of my tongue, kind of. So I don't know, but no, it's not salt. It's not because I lost to Jimmy. I mean, he played great, and he always plays great, and he
And
plays a
yeah,
solid game, and we all respect his game, and it's nothing against him having Tom Brady. Having Tom Brady in a PPC league is fucking genius,
right.
period. So
Just
like
just like Geno Smith tonight, 15 completions already.
right, and that's what I said for 90 yards. So
Yeah,
what is that?
yeah.
A fucking
Yeah.
5 yards of completion or something? 6? Like, that's not great.
No.
That's not great. And again, now that's enough. I don't want to keep going, but all I want to say is it would never denigrate anything that Jimmy's done leading
No.
up to this point,
All right.
because it wouldn't take away from anything, you know what I'm saying? Or it wouldn't take away from Craig winning with Alex Smith.
No.
But let's just adjust with the times a little bit. It's a passing league, throwing for 300's easy. And so I don't know, let's try it out maybe. Hopefully the vote goes through, but if not, I'm cool with that too. No hard feelings.
All right, we're moving on. All right.
Good.
So let's see. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. And there were no competing fab offers. So let's just pick the best pickup of the week. And obviously it's not going to be Tampa Bay.
Like, look at that. Like what? And it's 3:09 a.m. So that was a waiver claim. That's usually when
it was
things clear
yeah,
waivers.
today at like whatever it was, 3:09. Yeah. All right. So we got Biscuits picked up Isaiah Hodgkins. Yinzer picked up Detroit for 17. Ed Logger picked up Elijah Moore for 16. Kyron Williams went to Ed Logger for $6. Those were the only actual offers that went through, I guess, for money. And then for free, I guess it would have been. Well, these are all after, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
These are all after.
Yeah. Maddie got up early for that shit.
He did. Wow.
6 a.m. 6 a.m. What you want to do? Shit, I got a pocket full of rubbers in my home. It is all about the Benjamins.
I love that. All right, who are you gonna give the pickup of the week to here?
I guess I'll give it to Driscoll because of his dual citizenship, Canada and the United States. Which, by the way, Canada's national anthem is so much better than ours. It's so good. Oh,
it is.
Canada.
It is. It's amazing.
Yeah. And then it ends on like a sick key change kind of thing. Anyway, but yeah, the dual citizenship, and they had like activated him from the practice squad 3 times. So then you have to, on the 4th time, make him officially a roster member, which they do. And he's kind of like their version of Taysom Hill.
Wow.
And certainly if anything happens and he has to be the starting quarterback,
that would be
what you're talking about.
That would be insane.
That would be sick. So just for that reason and that reason alone, I'm going to give it to Maddie, because otherwise, I don't love any of these. Hodgins is okay. Detroit's okay. They have a plus matchup next week, maybe. I don't know who Maddie's defenses are. Washington.
That Driscoll could be huge.
Yeah, Tannehill just for like some insurance, I guess, for Biscuits.
And let's be honest, like that would be kind of garbage if you won a title, because he has 2 quarterbacks playing basically.
Well, that's why you get up at 6 a.m, Brian.
I guess so.
And grab that shit. Like, that was high level. I wasn't even on my radar. I'd be surprised if everybody was aware of this guy's shenanigans on the field. I don't follow Houston that much.
I don't either. So as much as I hate to give it to Dell, you kind of have to.
I'm gonna give it to him. And if it wasn't that, I don't know. I just don't see anything. Again, Tampa's D had like Jimmy throwing $5 on Tampa's D. I'd given it to him.
Yeah, because he's looking at that week 17 matchup. Yeah.
But he's a smart guy. He'll figure something out. So I'm gonna give it to Maddie too.
All right. What was Jimmy Crick's comment about Tutu? Was he just upset that he was picked up? I mean,
I thought that was gags.
Was it gags? Okay.
I doubt it. Okay. I looked at his stats. He's not great. And then I understand we're a keeper league, but in what world is Ritter going to be something that you want based upon? I mean, he could have like Josh Jacobs in the second or third next year. When did he get Jacobs in the third?
I want to say the third, yeah.
So if he's got a pick at the bottom of the second, that's pretty sweet keeper, and he still has him on Raw, I think. So
yeah,
I don't know why he picked him up, but who cares? He's eliminating, and he wanted to burn his trannies. So no disrespect, Ryan.
nope.
Do what you want with your shit. Whatever. Maybe someone will trade for Desmond Ritter in the offseason. I
highly doubt it, but you never know what's going to happen.
I very much doubt it. Because I'm going to be offering up some guys that, might have some more appeal than that. I think.
Who knows?
And I'll sell them dirt cheap. George Pickens. Who wants him?
Guaranteed somebody's going to take him.
I hope so.
And it might be me.
Listen, I doubt I'll ask for very much, maybe like a fifth. Would you give a fifth for Pickens, Brian?
Hell no, last week you said ninth.
What?
Last week you said ninth.
No, I was talking about Wandale.
Oh, okay. No, I wouldn't give a fifth. No way.
You wouldn't give a fifth for Pickens?
No.
And you'd be able to draft him in like the 10th.
Yeah, still he's got Pickett thrown to him. Like they've got some chemistry, but he's not gonna put up those numbers.
See, and this is why I'm just gonna wait for the preseason rankings, and then when you start doing the math and you see that someone's going to grab him in the third or fourth, you'll come see me. It's cool. All right, fine. Sixth. Would you do a sixth?
I'll consider it.
All right. See, we're already making music.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love it, but I'll consider it.
What about Jerick McKinnon?
No interest.
What about? I think that's all I got.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this week's matchups.
Wait, I thought you were going to do this one.
No, we're not doing this.
Do you want to do this matchup?
Nope, I don't.
Okay,
I don't, but I am going to play Justin Fields, and I'm going to hope that he takes down Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, man, he went off last week.
Are you going to be upset if the garbage dubs beat you in the consolation bracket?
I will absolutely be disappointed.
Like I'm struggling right now that Saquon, it ain't so, is And does Craig even adjust the defense for those matchups?
He's better for the consolation.
Yeah, hell yeah, he better. Okay.
What do you want to do? Do you want to take this one, or do you want to take?
Yeah, I'll take this one. Okay. I feel like I've been doing matchup of the week by default.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay.
All right, here we are, folks, in the playoffs, and in our first matchup, we've got none other coming in hot, coming in cool, coming in a little bit agitated at all times because he doesn't like to be fucked with. We're talking about our third place finisher, 9-5, Kevin Bean Dubsy Hooligans, going up against unbelievably had his worst season in a long time.
Yeah.
But guess what? He still made the playoffs, folks. Coming in 6th place, super high point total, super dangerous team. Your friend and mine, Michael Gagnon, and from Gags to Riches.
And let me just jump in here real quick. I have to say I'm equally happy that Dub C did not get the bye that he didn't deserve. And he was really, really hoping he was going to squeak it out. And so just as that we're happy that Craig is in the basement, I'm also happy that Bean didn't get that undeserved second bye.
Oh, dude, and on the lineup, I was trying to quickly add the defenses up in that matchup, and I lied and said that it was 3. It was actually 0.3. I did the matchup wrong on Philly. I don't know what I was doing. I was looking at the other team's rushing yards or something stupid where I miscalculated, which is pretty rare, but yeah, so when I had thought Jimmy had won already, he hadn't quite. And of course, Austin Eckler is the king of garbage time.
Oh, yeah.
And so a late pass catch got him there. But yeah, he was, and Kevin Bean's Gorilla Math said 0.8. It was actually like 1.2, but I didn't say anything about that either because I didn't really care. I didn't want to pile on Kevin, but yeah, that was some Gorilla Math. But yeah, no, he missed the bye by a point and he can only blame himself.
Correct.
No, he can blame whoever he wants. Doesn't matter. Didn't get it. Okay, and at quarterback, we've got our man coming in against San Fran on Thursday. He didn't give a fuck. This is his
No.
guy, Geno
Bold,
Smith,
it is
going
bold.
up against Mike White, because that is the state of things on our waivers. At quarterback is tough out there. Brian, who you like?
I'm gonna take Mike White. I really am. I was looking at some of his past performances here. He's doing pretty well, hovering at 50, 40 points. Got a lot of completions, you know.
Yeah.
I think Detroit's gonna put up some points, so I think he's gonna have to hang with them.
Yeah, listen, there's always a danger of a -2 or -3 when Geno's out there, especially against a defense of that caliber. So yeah, I'm
Correct.
gonna give it to Mike White as well. All right, and at wide receiver, we've got amazing receivers are neglected, cast aside, tossed aside by our current champion. We've got Just Jeff, we've got Josh Palmer, and we've
Yes.
got the dog shit in the law and Alan Lazard going up against D Hop, Keenan Allen, and DK Metcalf.
Hmm.
It's a great matchup because it's 1v3.
It's one versus three.
I'm gonna take Gags on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the 3. I love Just Jeff. He could put up 30 or 40 easy, but I'm gonna just still go to the 3.
I'm with you, Brian. Okay, and then at running back, we've got CMC and Ramondre, pick of the draft, Stevenson, going up against Miles Sanders and Disco's favorite, Joe Mixon. I gotta like my friend Kevin in this one. If Ramondre plays, McCaffrey's already been spotted 21 points in the first half, and I think he'll easily get to 30 if they keep it on the ground and do what they're supposed to do. So with a big lead, I think they'll do that. He'll get to 100, and yeah, I'm gonna go Kevin here.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there. I think that CMC is gonna get another 15 points this half, and it's gonna be tough to make up for Mixon and Sanders. It could happen.
And
It could happen. I mean, Sanders had a really great week last week.
absolutely, he can go off at any time. Okay, and then at tight end, we've got Mr. Irrelevant against TJ Hawkinson. Give me TJ.
Yeah, give me TJ. Give me the Hawk.
Love me some TJ in Minnesota. Okay, and then in the flex, we've got Isaiah Pacheco
Yes.
going up against Bam Knight.
What's his name?
Give me Bam Knight. I like this kid. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take Pacheco versus Houston.
Okay. I think McKinnon's too much of a weapon there for Pacheco to really.
I think they could steamroll Houston though.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's going to be a good matchup. Okay, and then for kicker, we've got Yohehu going up against Slabby Bess. Who you like?
Whoo!
I generally take Koo in the spot, but Slap at the base. Okay, and finally, we've got, just a quick unfinished, but Kevin, why did you drop Tampa's D? I'd love to hear about that.
He just dropped them. Yeah, that's
you just dropped them
bizarre.
and kept Jacksonville and I know why you have Tennessee because I have them in my other league. They play I think Houston next week or the week after, but yeah, sell me on that drop there, Kevin. Okay, anyway, we've got Cleveland at home against Baltimore, going up against Carolina at home against Pittsburgh.
That's actually kind of tough. I mean, Baltimore is Lamar back? I haven't heard anything.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
If you scroll down, what's his projection there? He's got him. Yeah, 0. He's out. So
yeah, he's out.
Huntley, though, I mean, he's not total dog shit.
No.
Cleveland's D is tough to figure out, but I really feel like Cleveland. I don't know, man. This is really tough.
It's a tough one because obviously Pickett's out as well, so they're going to be playing Mitch or Mason. They don't even know yet.
Yeah, Madden Mitch. I mean, that guy's a turnover waiting to happen.
Yeah.
You know what? Give me Carolina at home.
All right, I'm still going to take Cleveland here.
Yeah, that's a hard pick for you. Okay, you don't want to pick against Pittsburgh. Overall, what are you thinking?
I mean, overall, I think that it's going to be a tough call, but I really do think that the upset happens. I think Gags takes down number 3. I think he does it with his receivers. I picked a lot on his side though. I picked a lot on Bean's side, mainly the running backs here. The running back's the flex and the D. But I think that Geno is not going to get done when he needs to get done. I think that Gags finds a way. I think he finds a way with White Lightning here.
Okay. Yeah, it's tough out there, Brian. You know that.
Yeah.
D Hop, he's still all right no matter who's QBing. I did take his receivers. I don't hate his running backs. I like his tight end and flex and D and Mike White. Yeah, you know what? I'm going Gags because I never picked Kevin. Sorry, Kevin.
And I think Metcalf probably gets a touchdown here in this. I think he's going to kind of neutralize Geno.
You'd have to think so. Here we go again. What, another 0-yard completion? Oh, a -5. Like, what's going on here? 16 completions, 85 yards.
Yeah, exactly. It must have been behind
Gross.
the line of scrimmage. I don't know.
Gross. Anyway, yeah. I'm not a fan of Lazard with what Green Bay has been doing lately.
No.
But that's going to come down to Monday night because I believe did the Packers play on Monday?
They do, yeah.
Yeah, against the Rams. So
that's the only player going.
I think they'll lean on their running backs and defense to win that game easily. So I don't know that Lazard will be much of a factor, but you know, these guys are in the playoffs and I'm not. So what the fuck do I know, Brian?
All right, let's go on to the matchup of the week. This is a great battle. I mean, we have the challenger, Ed Logger, who, I mean, he's the newest guy in the league, but he's not played this season like he's the newest guy in the league. He's played it like he's been around the block. He's played it like Gags, basically. Like, he's made some amazing trades. He's built the strongest, like you said, paper champ, the solid lineup on paper. Ed Logger, coming in here with his Bud Light Lime, he's ready to go. And then on the other side, you got the Shawshank Athletics, who didn't even know if he was going to make the playoffs because of the crazy trade that he made to you. And I really wish when I came back to bite him. Didn't matter. He won out, didn't he? He won out.
He did, and he had I think his best week of the year without Scary Terry and Taylor and Kmet. So
yeah.
That's just good managing.
It is, and you hate to see him in the playoffs. You hate to see him go and even have a chance at the back-to-back. But here we are, and he's loving it. He clearly has so far made a decent calls locket. I mean, he's sitting at 8 points, so he's got to hope that he's not jumping up over 20. There's a lot of football to be played here.
A lot of football to be played, Brian.
And they are behind, so we'll see what happens. But let's jump into it. We got Ed Logger, who stole Patty Mahomes away, and he's going up against Josh's last ride, right, with Herbert.
Is it? Yeah, definitely, because
last year.
Yeah.
So it's been a nice run.
No.
Or is this only his second year?
I think it's Herbert's second year, right? It was a rookie last year.
Oh, you're right. Crap.
Yeah,
so he's keeping it for one more year.
But half-point PPC, he's still going to be nice. He's still going to be nice.
He will.
It doesn't matter what the format is.
So what do you like here? Mahomes versus Houston or Herbert versus Tennessee?
Tennessee, they're kind of pass funnel. They get stroked in the passing game. They haven't looked that great. Chargers I feel like the Chiefs are just gonna win easily. It's tough. It's a great matchup. I'm gonna go Pat. You can't go against Patty Mahomes.
I'm going Patty Mahomes as well, but it's scary because you could have like 3 touchdowns and like 12 completions.
Right, and they could just lean on the running game and defense. So
and there's a pick from Geno. I think you called that just a few minutes ago.
Absolutely, Brian.
Pick from Geno.
We always call it, Brian. You know what's funny is Maddie and the Detroit D, after 2 or 3 weeks of me being like, dude, don't sleep on these guys. They're playing all right.
Oh, Katie just bailed out with a roughing the passer call.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, man.
Gross. Anyway, yeah, no, I thought it was funny when he spent money on these guys after Like,
and of course he's not going to give you any credit.
Oh, hell no. What the hell do I know?
All right. And in the receivers for Ed Logger, we've got Stephon Diggs, T. Higgins, and A.T. Adam Thielen going up against. Wow, this was so lopsided, at least on paper. Garrett Wilson, Scary Terry, and Juju Smith.
Give me Diggy and Higgy, my friend.
Diggy and Higgy, and I mean Thielen. I think he might have been one of the best pickups of the entire draft. I think he got him so late. I don't even. It was 12th, 13th round, something crazy like that.
Not to mention, Maddie was saying how much he thinks Thielen's a piece of shit, and Thielen went up in him this week for something like 20, 25 points. So how do you like it, Maddie? I bet you could love some Thielen on your team right now.
Right now he'd be crying about not having a chance to get Diggs on his team, of course, but we don't want to hear it. Yeah, so I'm going Ed.
Yeah, I'm going Ed.
All right, in the running backs, we've got Dalvin Cook and DeAndre Swift going up against Henry and Taylor. JTT, your former love, your first rounder that never really never really blossomed.
Second rounder, Brian.
Second rounder, thank you, because obviously there's a little value left there.
I love when it's easy. Give me Henry and Taylor.
Yeah, Henry and Taylor. I mean, it's not as lopsided for me for the as the receivers are, because Cook and Swift they're gonna do all right.
Yeah, they're great players.
But Henry and Taylor, that's the best 1-2 punch probably here. All right,
this is interesting to look at from my perspective. These tight ends,
I'm sure. David Njoku or Cole Kmet.
I mean, you're just picking up Disco's scrap tight ends, aren't we? These both are former Discos that we traded. Give me Njoku, baby.
All right, give me Cole Kmet versus Philly. They're gonna try to throw it to somebody. He's gonna hope.
You never go against Njoku. What is going on here?
He's hoping to get a couple touchdowns there. So I'm gonna take Cole Kmet.
Yeah.
All right, in the flex, Elijah Moore, the newly acquired Elijah Moore, or Najee Harris going up against Carolina. Gotta go Najee here.
Yeah, go Najee. Can we scroll down a little bit? Is this our best option for sure?
We got
DJ
with 10 points now. So he's creeping up.
And Jamal has not seen the bench at all this year. That's interesting.
That's very surprising, to be honest with you. But maybe he just doesn't like that Jets defense.
Hey, I'm not going to tell somebody how to play this game.
No.
Yeah. But based on what I'm looking at, I'm going Najee, and I would go that no matter who you put in. So
yeah, and I am surprised Jamal Williams is on the bench.
Yeah, the guy's been pretty amazing for him this year.
Yeah,
his stats are comparable to some of the. He's like a top 10 running back this year based on points, I think.
Yeah,
the guy's hasn't. Can you click on his Jamal's stats?
Sure. We'll see some of his weeks.
Look at this. Look at this.
He has dropped off here a little bit here.
Okay, but still getting the touches, 16, 11, and then look at these numbers.
Wow.
24, 26, 22, double digits almost every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I can see why he's maybe shying away a little bit here.
Sure.
So what are Swift's touches like? Wow. That's really interesting.
Yeah, 5 for 19. Well, I mean, look, you got to pick one of them, I guess.
Yeah.
If I had to choose between Swift, I'd probably do Swift because of the passing volume. So, but what are Elijah Moore's numbers likely? I mean, I know that he's been coming on a little bit. Yeah, nothing I have a bone over.
No. 10 targets, 6 targets.
Yeah, single digits unless he had that one touchdown. 2 for 64. I mean, I don't know. Whatever.
All right, let's move down to the kickers. We have the Swede, Carlson, going up against Badgley.
Give me the Swede.
Yeah.
Always. Guy never misses.
This is interesting. We got the other side of that defense. We got the Baltimore D against Cleveland, or we got KC against Houston.
KC, please. I have him in my other league.
Super easy, KC.
Yeah. KC, their matchup's not great next week, but they get Denver week 17 again. So,
so if you
good to have them towards the end of the season this year.
Man, this is the more you dig into this, like this is going to be a great matchup.
It's going to be a really good matchup. That said, wow. I think Josh is going to win. He's going to pull the upset here because it's and like I said online, this reminds me of myself. I'd be coming in at 184, 185 projection and struggling to get to 160 every week.
Mm,
Because outside of Diggs and Mahomes, some of these other guys I feel like are a little inconsistent for my liking, whereas Taylor, Henry, these receivers
Herbert,
are like top tier for their team. They're all number ones on their team.
yeah,
So they're no slouch. Their projections are a little disrespectful in some cases. And I just I don't like the only thing I really didn't like was fucking their kicker and Cole Kmet
yeah,
versus Njoku, but Kmet's all right. Njoku's not like gonna crush him by a
yeah.
crazy amount of points. So, and that KC at Houston is pretty
That's
sexy.
Yeah, and that might be the pivotal point here because clearly Josh has Casey's D, and if they just steamroll, he can get a lot of points, and Mahomes might only get 40.
Yeah, and you know what? Pierce is banged up. Brandon Cooks is banged up. The two best players on offense for Houston.
They could
Who
easily run the ball 60% of the time.
I mean, you'd have to think that's a guaranteed victory. So and then is Baltimore guaranteed to beat Cleveland on the road, cold weather with Tyler Huntley at quarterback? You
Yeah,
know, I just feel like, yeah,
you got
that's
Deshaun
the tipping
Watson.
point for me
Yeah.
because, he's not giving a lot away with Herbert and those receivers. And then I love his running backs and the
I mean,
rest.
I think
So,
I think Diggs could put up a huge game there for
mhm.
sure. Higgins could put up a good game, maybe Thielen, but yeah, like now it's just a little bit less confident in some of those players. I hate to do it, but I wanted Lager to win for sure.
Sure. I
I
mean,
want him to crush Josh, but
look, Josh has been a super humble and
yes,
graceful
yeah,
champion this
yeah,
year. I've loved him as champ. He's not, he's been great and proudly have him representing our league as champ. But yeah, my heart, I want Ed to win. Rooting for
yeah,
Ed. Love me some Ed, you know that. Even
yeah.
though he takes my money every year before the draft. He plays for free.
Hmm.
But yeah, so and we've got interesting dynamics with the Saturday matchups.
Yeah,
He's got two guys at 1, two guys at 4:30, and then Diggs that night. So half of his team will have played before Sunday even
wow.
kicks off. Wait a second. Wait, one,
One, two,
two,
three,
three, four,
four. Yeah.
5. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, Njoku, yeah.
So yeah, he's got 5 out of
Yeah,
10 playing on Saturday and
He's
none
got
on the
he's
other
got
side.
one.
Oh,
No,
Taylor. Yeah.
JTT.
Okay. And
Yeah.
no Monday. The only guy on Monday in either matchup is Alan Lazard. So we should know the story of these
Sunday night.
matchups Sunday night.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, if JTT has a great game and these five kind of just like tread water, it could be a really, really rough Sunday.
Yeah, he needs Thielen and Cook to get cooking for him
Yeah, for
against
sure.
Taylor
For
in that
sure.
1 o'clock game
Yeah, he needs a huge game from Cook.
because Njoku and Baltimore, I don't feel like they're going to be, putting up monster totals for him. Diggs might that night, but and I don't know. It doesn't show it here. I don't know if
Mm.
you look at their lineup in a different way, but they have like the weather. Have you ever seen it where like they'll
Oh
have the
yeah, yeah,
sun
yeah,
and the
yeah,
rain?
yeah.
For
Maybe
the
Thanksgiving game.
Buffalo game, I was looking at my team.
Oh
There you
yeah.
go. Yeah, they got a
The
snowflake
snow.
on it
I
because I
see
have
that.
Waddle in
Okay,
it.
snow with a high of 32 degrees, 71% chance of
Mhm.
snow. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's not bad.
no, but that's still not good. I mean, I'm not worried about him catching the ball or running or anything like that. He's got
No,
that
I
down.
just thought it was interesting that
Yeah,
they have that.
it's a
But
red snowflake too.
yeah, it makes you want to not play the guy
I
anymore.
know, I know.
But yeah,
Does he have any red snowflakes? No, he's got all cloudy and domes and some sun.
cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Okay, so let's go back to the homepage
Okay,
real quick so we can just peek at these.
sure. The matchups are this the league.
Yeah, just the league because they'll show us the scores, right? So everybody's in green here.
Yeah,
Um,
Saquon's lighting you up,
Dude,
man.
fuck. I can't believe it. I'm
It's
losing. He's 11th place. I'm so
yeah,
upset about this.
it's
What
it's
happened if I lose,
it's
dude?
just
Yahoo's gonna like put me down to like gold from
I know.
platinum or something. And then everybody will know that I'm not a platinum player. They'll disrespect me. They won't give a shit what I have to say. Girls won't talk to me at the mall.
No,
I know that.
no.
They'll be like, "Oh, are you that gold fantasy player from Yahoo?"
Oh, funny.
Suck.
No, I'm the garbage chips. Hey, I think Gags right now, it's like the middle of third quarter. He's gotta love how this is going here, this second half so far. I mean,
Yeah, I
McCaffrey,
mean, Gino's got 8 to
yeah,
Metcalf's 5 in the second half.
right.
And McCaffrey's only got a point. So yeah.
Yeah, he's got to be pretty happy so far.
Yeah, we're gonna need I think if we get a DK touchdown, let's get this live projection almost
Sure.
even so we can be happy. I don't like that KB's favored by 12 now.
I don't either. Yeah, that touchdown would be a nice swing.
Wait, I think the only thing I have going is San Fran's D. So 14 points based
Let's
on
take a
Yahoo scoring
let's
is
take a peek.
great. Yeah, I do care about this, Brian, because I have the triple J going at wide receiver. We love that. Oh, and again, it's Kittle through the middle that's doing it to
Yeah.
me.
Oh, he is
Holy shit.
he's having a great night.
Yeah, well, maybe if he'd have done that at all this year, Jay might be in the playoffs. Oh, Noah Fant caught a pass. Good for him.
Hold on, let's see what the garbage dips has going. Who does he have for 3.9? Oh, Ayuk. Yeah. 2 for 19. Loving it. Love these
You love that
projections.
shit.
Um,
Go get him.
I mean, Deshaun Watson or Justin Fields. I'm probably gonna play Justin Fields just to stick it to him.
Yeah, I would because based on the projection,
Totally.
it'll be like I have a chance. Look, Yahoo said so, and then Fields goes out for 60. But
Exactly against the Eagles.
yeah, no, I mean this is your chance, Brian, to put the real final nail in his coffin, and so even Yahoo will say he's last, and then he really won't be able to talk to the girls at the mall.
Now I have a real duty to achieve here.
Yeah, no, I know how much you care about this
I
match.
do. Now I'm heavily invested now.
Well, you know what's good is Cortland's okay. So Yahoo now after Judy's big game,
Yeah.
Yahoo says that I'm up by 9 or something, but of course Judy had a bank in week 1, so that's 12, and Cortland Sutton's about to miss his 3rd game of the year, and before he says, "Oh, he got hurt," Jerry Judy's missed 4 games due to injury. If you count getting hurt on the first play, which happened to him twice this year, and then he missed 2 other games. So he's actually outscoring Cortland Sutton in 2 less games.
I can't wait to see what the outcome of this bet is.
You're gonna love it, and I'm gonna love it. Yeah, I think you should just shut down Slutty for the season. I mean, you're not making the playoffs.
No.
You know, it's a hamstring, and let's not make it worse. You know, what the fuck's he even gonna need to be out there for? Shut them all down.
All right.
And also, he took Sutton in the 3rd, and I took Judy in the 4th. So that's what made the bet happen because.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he passed on. I don't know. I think Jerry Judy is better than Sutton in every way, and Sutton had his chance with Judy out and didn't do anything, and with Sutton out, Judy's a monster. So
yeah,
just saying, the guy look on a field, he looks more athletic. He looks faster and better and stronger.
All right, let's.
I'm gonna win this bet, Brian. Sorry.
I have a real quick question here because I haven't really looked into it myself. So if Gags wins, he'll play Yenzer.
Mm-hmm.
And then if he loses, if Dub C wins, then he
plays.
Yeah,
he plays Jimmy for sure.
Jimmy, yeah. And then the win. So that would mean the winner of this plays Yenzer, which would be great if we had a nice Josh Detling matchup.
Well, who would you want to play if you are one of these 4 teams and you win your match? Who would you rather play in round 2? Would you rather play Jimmy or would you rather play Matty?
That's a good question. I have to take a quick peek to know that for sure. I'm thinking I'd want to play Detling.
Yeah, can you look at their week? Is it 16? Yeah.
So how do we do this?
Oh, see week 15 right there.
Uh,
No, not there. Scroll up a little more. One more there, right there. There you go.
Week 16.
Okay.
We got Brady playing Arizona.
I mean, so Tampa plays meaningful games for the rest of the year, I think. So
Is Bang Bang Robinson really gonna be his flex here? I mean, well, it's either that or Corderell,
Pete
maybe.
Patty against Baltimore. I don't know. That's tough.
I'll
Who's
play
his?
Corderell.
I think he has a good defensive matchup though. Since he okay. Oh no, maybe Denver against the Rams.
Yeah,
Maybe.
versus like Baker.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'd go for. And then let's look at Maddie's.
Yeah.
So
His
he doesn't have any like real injuries to speak of or anything like that.
No, he's coming in pretty healthy. All right, let's see here. Let's see the matchups. Okay, Josh Allen versus Chicago.
Yeah, he's matchup proof.
Yeah, for sure.
Godwin, Watson, Gabe, Dave.
Kind of hate those
Yeah,
receivers.
you kind of hate Raheem Mostert. Monty.
In the flag.
KW3 will get probably in there instead of Mosty, I would assume. Amari Cooper might get in there.
Cooper probably gets in there.
All right, and what do we got as far as defenses go?
What about DW? Does he get in there?
Who? Waller? Yeah, definitely. Well, and he gets to preview him this week. I think he's going to play this week. So
when you can find out how he looks.
Yeah, if he looks good out there. I mean, Matty will download the game tape, right? That's what he's been doing.
For sure.
That's how he knew about Driscoll. He watches every game's fucking game tape.
All right.
Yeah, so LA at Indy is pretty good. But Detroit at Carolina might be better. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. Yeah, if you throw Waller in this lineup, I don't know that Gabe Dave.
I still probably want to play Devin.
You would?
I don't know. Saquon and KW3.
Yeah.
Waller, who might get you like, let's say 10 to 15 points.
So you would rather play the number 1 seed than Jimmy?
I kind of think so.
Yeah, Jimmy's got a good team. I mean, Devontae Smith is wherever he drafted him was a great spot to pick. It was a good pick.
Absolutely.
CeeDee Lamb is a great keeper. Austin trading up for Eckler. I think, if it goes chalk and then we get to the final and it's Barkley versus Eckler, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be interesting side note.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Well, other than that, pretty pumped to see who wins here.
Me too. Like I said, I'm even though we are from the West, I'm cheering for the East. Yeah,
I want to do either the hot tub.
I love it.
Yeah, no, I think I'm pulling for Jimmy to win it all.
Yeah.
He hasn't won since I've been back in the league, so that'd be neat. Of course, we talked at length about how much we were rooting for Ed Lager to win too.
Yeah,
just an overall fucking hilarious, first class dude.
Yep.
Gags made a great choice getting him in our league, and in a lot of ways has surpassed old Jimmy in many respects, but certainly in the way that he cares about it.
Without a doubt.
So should be fun. Hopefully Metcalf gets a touchdown here. Let's get this projection even.
Okay, let me look at this even. Let me refresh, see if anything happened. No.
I guess my shit's like wonk today.
Kevin Bean is flipping out right now because San Fran's not really giving up that ball. They're killing that clock. Oh no, I guess the Seattle did get the ball back here. Okay, so Gino is making some moves here.
KW3 only has 30 yards.
So you made
Lockett 6 for 60. Fucking Brock, you got a pretty mouth, buddy. That might have been a interesting kind of play for Gags too when he was thinking about things.
Where they said that the 22-year-old Purdy beat Brady, who's been in the league 23 years.
Oh my
Funny.
god,
Yeah, but he's been in the league longer than he's been alive.
that's insane. That is hilarious.
They're showing Russell Wilson. They're comparing him to Geno Smith right now. It's hilarious.
Dude, Geno Smith has been better than Russ in
Yes.
every single aspect of
Yeah.
football this year. It's not even Seattle. That might go down as one of the fleece for Brees moments in
Yes.
the NFL. I mean,
Yeah, in the
certainly
actual NFL, yeah.
in this century so far, I can't remember an NFL trade where because you always hear about the trade for Tony Dorsett, was it? Or one of no, it wasn't him. Who Herschel Walker from the Cowboys, and then they were able to get the Aikman, Irvin, Emmett thing and win 3 Super Bowls or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was from the 90s. But in the 2000s, I can't ever remember a team like moving on from a guy like Russ and just don't miss a beat, and then the other guy just fucking blows, dude. Absolutely blows nut.
Yep. And you got a front row seat.
I mean, we're talking draft picks,
Yeah.
money that you're paying. I mean, what does Geno make a year? Like he probably about what you make, Brian.
Probably.
Since you got that sweet raise, yeah, you're making Geno Smith money. But yeah, no, great trade for Seattle, and they typically draft awesome. So who knows? This could pay off with Super Bowls for him in a couple of years.
Yeah, they could build it.
Definitely.
All right, I gotta go to bed. Are you ready, Disco?
I'm always ready, Brian. Cool.
That was
All right,
probably
brother.
yeah.
All right, man.
Have a good one.
You too, brother. See you.